by Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Before I get started, I'm gonna give all praise and the glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem Takadash. The honor to the apostle elders, a great millstone, who rule well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect that preach this truth sincerely across the four corners of the earth. This is a quick little lesson through the spirit by Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Lord willing. This lesson be edifying, man, to the hopeful elect. And the name of this lesson is more Babylonians will die in a war. Yesterday I was looking and I seen some info on two Americans that died in a war with Iran and America right now. Then Apostle Sahar, he did one talking about four of them died. We know this devil, he played with numbers and all of that stuff, but point is, this is just the beginning, man. It's gonna be more you niggas dying, man. It's gonna be more two-thirds Jakes dying in the war, Pookie and Ray Rays. It's gonna be more heathens, because the ultimate agenda is America's gonna lose the third world's war, you know. But I wanted to grab some scriptures real quick, man. This is the book of Isaiah 3 and what's that? 25. It say, the men shall fall by the sword, and thy mighty men in a war. So there it go. It said that these niggas is gonna die it's gonna die in a war, man. These YNs, they all gonna get drafted in the third world's war and die. Two-thirds of the Israel. So-called Negroes, Latinos, Native and Indian descent. You're all gonna die in this third world's war. So these little deaths that they talking about now, everybody is mourning about. Because America do that, man. That's just the spirit of this place. Something happened to America, to these Edomites, then they just play victim. Oh, he was a good person and this and that. But this is all judgment of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. You know? And you can't play victim with Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. So that's why, so these Edomites is gonna realize that once they see they lose this war that's about to take place, man. That's that we're already in. We're just in the beginning stages of it. Um, but I'm gonna just to Joel now, because this third world's war is gonna be over there in the Levant in the Middle East. You know, um, the war Armageddon. That's where it's gonna take place at. But I'm gonna start at verse 1 and say, "For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I also will gather all nations and bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat." And that valley of Jehoshaphat is talking about the Middle East. The Third World's War. That's where it's going to take place at, in the Levant, in the Saudi Arabia area. You know, and all these different nations is going to be gathered there for the Lord to judge them. See, these other nations, they think that they're going to this third world's war to fight for offend for their country and hope to win and be the next ruling country to rule over the planet. But no, man, the Lord is causing this war to happen so we can judge all the nations at one time, man. It's because it's about how they deceive and the deceivers are both his, man. So the Lord is setting this up to judge the nations. And that's what Jehoshaphat goes into, Yahweh Shaphat, which means the most high's judgment. The Lord's judgment. Yahweh's judgment that he's about to bring to these nations. And two-thirds it's included in that too. Because you got a lot of these I wanna call them simps. They that too, but coons, Uncle Tom ass Jakes that offend for this country, that offend for this devil. That got their heads up these devil's ass, man. So that's why they're gonna take the tiny tech. They're gonna be drafted, take the tiny tech, and get blown to smithereens in the war. You know those different them four deaths. You know them four deaths they saying that happened to those American soldiers. Hey, that ain't shit to compare to what the Lord has set up. It's a I will also gather all nations and will bring them down to the valley of Jehoshaphat and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. So there you go. That's what these nations did, and 2/3 helped out with that. You had Israelite kings that sold people into this captivity too. You know, you had these different because when Southern Kingdom went to West Africa, they had different kings that were Israelites in West Africa that was selling their people into captivity too, man. So all you niggas is back on earth today. Everybody is back on earth to receive a judgment, man. Judgment. You have to pay for the sins for that you committed in your past lives, man. So everybody is back on earth to receive that judgment, you know. And 2/3 gonna be a part of that Valley of Jehoshaphat judgment as well, man, because they're gonna be in a war too. To fight against whatever country they're from, whether they're from America, Russia, wherever the fuck a 2/3 is from, and then when they in that war, they gonna be trying to offend for their country, and they're gonna die and melt to death for their country too. Get blown away for their country too, man. You know, so them deaths that happened to them um um soldiers in this Iran war, that's just a foreshadow of things to come. Because that's what's gonna happen to all you soldiers. That's gonna take part in this war, man. You know? Um, yeah, man. Let me jump down to verse 9. It say, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Talk about the actual heathens. That's not Israelites. Because that's who this judgment is mainly for. You know, the destruction of these different kings, these different heathens that's in rulership and power with and their power is was within their military, man. So the Lord has to take the military out. You know, they're going to fight against the Lord. Actually, matter of fact, I'm gonna grab that. Um, I'm gonna grab the one in Second Ezra's though. Second Ezra chapter 13. I'm gonna start at verse 8. It say, and after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet there's fight because they're gonna be fighting each other, man. And then when they see Yahweh Shah crack them clouds on that fathership, you know, and that's the spirit. You can't make this up. I just mentioned Russia, and somebody from Russia is on the comment board. You can't make this up. But like I was saying, they're gonna see that fathership and they're going to stop fighting each other to come and fight against Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah or fight against Yahweh Shah and the angels, you know, because it's going to be a different a complete different battle than what they thought it was, man. Niggas, these heathens thinking they going to war to overpower each other, but really they're going to be going to war. Um, and the Lord is so dramatic with it. He's going to have them all come together so they could fight the Lord and Savior of the nation of Israel, man. And they're going to lose. And it say, and lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lift up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war, but only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as there had been a blast of fire out of the lips of a flaming breath out of his tongue, he cast out sparks and tempests. So there you go. He's gonna bring that fire. He's gonna be zapping these people with the fire from the chariots, you know, and he's gonna use these missiles to blow this place up here, America. You know, the Lord's not gonna lift up a finger and physically use a sword to kill you niggas, man. No, he's gonna use fire to kill you niggas, man. You know, the IUIC video, movie, AI video. What is that about? It showed that didn't show the Lord shooting fire out and blasting people. You know, that show um 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 fucking him getting tired of shit. The Lord ain't gonna get tired of fighting you niggas, man. This is the Alpha and Omega we talk about. The King of Kings. You know, them swords and weapons and missiles that's children toys compared to the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Uh-huh. But I'm gonna read the next verse and say, and they were all mixed together, the blast of fire and the flaming breath, and the great tempest fell with violence upon the multitude, which was which was prepared to fight and burn them up, every one. Everyone's gonna get burnt up. So that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude, nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and smell of smoke. And when I saw this, I was sore afraid. So these people go burn up in the fire, and that's it. That's it for them, man. Lord gonna blast their asses away, melt their asses away with fire, you know? So it's gonna be more deaths. It's gonna be more Babylonians dying in the war. And I put Babylonians because I want the fucking YouTube to get flagged putting Americans and shit. Since they so sentimental about America, you know. But it's more Americans that's gonna die, man. You know, more soldiers, military these military people is gonna die in the war, you know. And the ultimate death and destruction is gonna come by Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. So with that, I'm gonna close out, giving all praise and the glory to Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Rakadash, the honest to the positive elders, great millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom, Kwame Sharala.